I just want to preface this before I get into this. I am not loyal to a specific gaming company. However, I am like on the side of everyone involved in terms of consumers. I think that consoles shouldn't really have exclusives. And if people want to play a game on that said console, they should like that console for that reason. I shouldn't be forced to buy said console in order to play said game. Now, I understand that every console needs like something for a reason why you would buy it, right? I feel like after what is going to be said in this video, Sony doesn't have a leg to stand on anymore in that like realm, just because they're getting rid of physical media. Now you might be like, but Joey, y'all don't have physical media on the PC. Yeah, we don't. However, at least I don't have to worry about the fucking market of Steam going down or GOG going down. There are multiple different things I can do if I wanted to play a game on computer. On PlayStation, you have the PlayStation Store, and that's it. In fact, whenever they announced this change, that they are literally removing all of the stuff in 2028, they also announced that they are getting rid of the PlayStation 3 library, which means you can't play any games from PS3 unless you have them downloaded already. Now imagine in 20 years time from now, suddenly the PlayStation 6, which is digital only, they said it's going to be digital only, shuts their store down. You will no longer have access to any of those games. I don't know about you, but if I buy something, I would like to be able to keep it and play it whenever I want. Now, most of you are probably like, but why would I ever go back and do that? It's not the thing of, well, why I don't ever go back and play my old games. It's the principle behind it. Whenever you buy something, you should have it. And if game companies can't seem to understand that, then piracy is just going to go way up. Anyway, let's see what Mr. Moist has to say about this.
I wasn't around to witness the extinction of the dinosaurs, nor was I there to see the death of the final saber-toothed tiger. But boy howdy, I am lucky enough to be here to witness the extinction of physical games.
Yep.
I swear,
unfortunately.
Sony treats physical media the same way the Men in Black treated people that witnessed alien activity. Get the neuralizer out, look here. No,
this never happened. What are you talking about?
They've now just driven the final stake in the vampire's hearts, the evil menace known as physical media. They have announced that they are ending physical production in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles.
Which is
for those that don't know, this means
dumb.
there will never be a physical disc for a PlayStation game, even if it's not a first-party title, because in order to even have a physical game on Sony's platform, it has to go through Sony. Thus, there will no longer be that green light, that thumbs up that lets you make a disc for their platforms. It is only digital going forward. There is only Zool. It's unhinged insanity because this comes only days after Sony just pulled over 500 movies from customers' accounts.
I forgot about that.
Offering no refunds for it. So customers...
Yeah, so if you were just like, oh, I bought, I don't know if this is still available on the platform or not, but like say if you bought like, I don't know, like Avengers or something like that, and they were just like, yeah, you can't access that anymore. You can't play that from your thing, which is kind of crazy because I know a lot of people in my life have bought PlayStation products just as like to use as a Blu-ray. Now, do people still do that to this day? I don't know. What I do know is I, on purpose, would not buy a PlayStation 5 unless it had a disc drive. There were many opportunities for me to buy a PlayStation 5 so I could play Demon's Souls, which I still need to do. But, like, I didn't want to do it unless I could own the disc. Just out of principle. I hated having to move off of physical media on PC. I don't know, man. I'm worried that we're moving. If gaming is going to be the first to like be, you will own nothing and be happy. It's a bleak future.
Had 500 movie titles that have now just fizzled into the ether, into the fucking back rooms, and Sony says, suck our dick. You don't even get your money back. So you paid for limited access to these films. You rented them fundamentally, even though you were under the impression that you were buying them and owning them. But because of this digital landscape, you don't own anything. You are paying for a ticket that gives you access for a set amount of time, depending on the companies or depending on the licensing. The movie
now, and the people that are going to be in the comments, I imagine they'll be like, but it's always been like this. You've always had to. It's always been like a license. It's a limited amount of time. It's the same thing like if you buy a movie here on YouTube, right? You only own that movie for as long as YouTube exists. Now, will YouTube exist for several decades? Possibly our entire lifetime? Maybe. Who the fuck knows? Who knows, dude? Especially with like government and stuff, they're trying to like do like all this like voter ID, not voter ID, but like real ID like things on everything online just to be like, oh, are you 18 or not? It's to protect the kids. It's not to protect the fucking kids. It's to gather your information. Oh. Sorry for ranting.
Movies are getting pulled because of a licensing issue with Studio Canal, but it's Sony's platform, and now all the customers that wasted their clams on it have nothing to show for it. It's just a void. It's blank now. You will own nothing and be happy, and Sony shamelessly makes this announcement in light of that, while also announcing that they're shutting down
literally
the
in the same post.
PlayStation 3 and PS Vita, meaning hundreds, if not thousands, of digital games that existed on those platforms are now gone forever and not preserved because there wasn't physical copies of them. They were just digital.
Now, I do feel like I have to say something about this. Like, Nintendo has done this for every like console generation that they've done for this. Like, I know that they recently shut down the 3DS digital like store and stuff like that. And it's like, why didn't people make us think about this or whatever? I don't know. I actually don't know. But it's bad there too. It's still bad. Like, the fact that everyone was okay whenever they re-released Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Switch too, and everyone was like, oh, I'll just pay $20 for that, and people were okay with it, is disgusting. It's actually, it infuriates me to no end.
Titles there. So they are genuinely right in your face, hitting fucking Fortnite emotes on that ass, laughing and goatsing in front of you, showing like, yeah, you will own nothing and be happy. Look, we just took down this store, revoking your access to these games that you paid for. They're gone, Buster.
They're gone, baby.
You can do about it, Slime. Not even the Dragon Balls could wish these back into existence.
Not even the Dragon Balls.
Powerless against PlayStation. But let's not get too rambunctious off rip. Maybe they've got a really good reason for it. In response to shifting trends and consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. Oh, shifting trends.
Wait a minute. I didn't even know about this. Are you telling me that they're going to sell codes to the games in a store? So you'll still get the box with like a code in it. Oh, this is... It's not even like, oh, it's to lower manufacturing costs or whatever. And it is in some ways because they're not doing the discs anymore. But I'm just... This is so sad.
You mean like how when GTA just announced with no physical edition, people were rightfully fuming, pointing out how awful that is in light of everything that's happened in this industry, where you can just have your access to the things you purchased revoked at any point in time. So if you don't have some...
By the way, guys, I will not be playing GTA 6 day one. I am going to wait for reviews, and you should too. If you pre-purchase GTA 6, you are part of the reason why this is happening. Because they just confirmed that that people are okay with it. There might be a few people that won't do it. It doesn't matter. But the fact that GTA 6 is, by the way, found to not be able to be played above 30 FPS on your PS5, even if it's a PlayStation 5 Pro, just...
something physical, you literally own nothing. You own the idea of something. It's imagination. SpongeBob and Patrick in the box imagining that they own their games right now when it's digital only. So if anything, the shifting trend in consumer preference is swinging back the other way to preferring physical media. because of how bad this whole digital only shit has been.
Yeah,
As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical disc to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued in January of 2028. Also, again, a load of barnacles, this is horseradish. People are wanting more physical now. Like, for me personally, I've been a big advocate of physical media for at least like the last year and a half, if not 2 years.
Oh, I didn't know that about
this
Charlie.
trend that we've been seeing of just losing access to what you've spent money on. You're buying nothing. You are not buying anything. And they're just dangling their dicks right in front of our faces. Ubisoft unapologetically said consumers need to get more comfortable not owning their games. Like, how can you...
I will never not be comfortable not owning my games. Fuck the CEO that said that. Whoever the fuck said that. I don't know who said that. I am just going based off of what Charlie just said. But fuck you.
You possibly be supportive of this? And people aren't. Like I said, I think the preference is shifting away from digital in light of wanting more physical. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. Also, something worth noting, this doesn't... Like, they're saving a lot of money on not making physical games anymore, but it's not going to reflect in the pricing. The games are still going to be $70, $80 games. So, like, you're still getting slapped around with the pricing. It's not like this is going to bring...
Like, at least Nintendo reduced the price of their digital-only stuff. Sony, on the other hand, are like, yeah, you can go fuck yourself. Pay us the full amount for what it is. And before people I know that are like, oh, well, discs have just been a way to verify if you own the game anyway. I don't care, man. Like, it's still a disc that has the thing on it. There are ways of getting the game off of the disc. Technically, it's illegal as shit to do, but you can technically do it. So you own the fucking thing. And I'm sorry I keep pausing so much. This shit just pisses me off.
Down the cost of a now spiraling out of control industry. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation on how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games. Whether that's at retailers or the PlayStation Store, we remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. Hey, pal,
world-class.
You just blew in from Stupid Town?
When was the last time in the past 2 years that Sony has made, like, a decent game? By the way, guys, they are doubling down on live service games. After Concord, after the failure of Concord, I don't understand. I don't get it. Someone explain it to me. Why? Is it just because even if it's a mediocre like experience of like, oh, as long as people are playing it and we can cash out the few whales that are spending money in our live service game, then it's worth it? Also, what a face to pause on.
If you are a digital-only platform, why the fuck would anyone choose you over Steam? Like, genuinely. Yeah. You have a worse store. You shut down your stores, too. You literally just...
I can't even... I fucking forgot. So, they're raising the prices of the PlayStations again. Now, yes, that is caused by the AI data centers using, like, more and more RAM, and it's causing the components of these consoles to go up. However, if consoles are going to be over $1,000, I'd rather just get a PC. At what point, there's no difference anymore, other than exclusives, which people are already doing, like, certain things to get around that. Now, granted, it took many years. Like, I don't know if y'all know, if people that are watching this, you can play Bloodborne on computer. You can do it. If you have a strong enough PC, you can emulate Bloodborne on PC. I will not tell you how to do so, but I'm just saying, you could do it.
Shut down the PS3 store and PS Vita one, so people wouldn't even feel comfortable buying from your store, considering at any point in time they'd have to be like living in fear that you're going to swoop in like the boogeyman and take away the things they bought. You have a much weaker store in terms of titles than Steam, so why would they choose you? Like, yes, it is more expensive to build a PC that can handle, like, you know, more high-end gaming, but there are solid entry-level PCs out there. And yes, while PS5 is...
I do have to wonder if the Steam machine, which Valve is doing, is going to be an actual competitor in the next console war. Because if companies are like, oh, well, this is like an entry-level computer, I wonder if games on PC will actually be optimized well or not going forward on computer. Because for a long time now, PC games have been like super badly optimized. A good example of this was Monster Hunter Wilds. For the first year that it was out, was horrible. It literally bricked people's computers. It was so bad. I had a like brand new computer, brand new video card, everything like that, and I can barely run the game currently above 30 FPS on my PC, and I have like a $7,000 computer. It's still not good, but it's playable. So I can't imagine what it's like for someone that has like basic bottom of the barrel stuff. But anyway, I digress. I'm getting off topic.
Is cheaper than that right now. I imagine the PS5 prices are going to go up as well, reflective of Xbox price increase. I think that's the writings on the wall. There's going to be a price increase pretty soon. So eventually the gap's not going to be that big in terms of like price discrepancy between PS5 and PC. And again, PC has a much more robust catalog of games to choose from in the digital-only format with Steam. So why the fuck would anyone ever even consider shopping exclusively on the Sony PlayStation Store after you keep going scorched earth on physical media and taking away people's products that they bought, thinking that they owned them? Like, the way they're treating this shit, I wouldn't be surprised if they start going door to door, treating people that own physical PlayStation discs like terrorists. Like, excuse me, we're gonna need to...
Just like, hey, we need to take your copy of Demon's Souls. You can't have that. But why can I not? I pay for that. I did it. I bought it at a GameStop. Well, sir, because it was new whenever you got it, and you bought it used. That's another whole thing that I just remembered. Used games aren't gonna be a thing. GameStop and like sections of like Walmart and stuff. Oh, that's gonna be weird. Oh no.
Sweep the premises here. We need to check your house. Do you have physical discs here? We got a tip. And they just start like taking it physically out of your hands to make you shop at the store. A store which, by the way, is more expensive shopping digital only on older titles. So if you bought the physical copies for some of the games here, like this tweet illustrates, you saved money getting the physical edition on like God of War, Ragnarok, Gran Turismo, those kind of things.
Wait, it's $70? Bro, I bought this shit for like not even 30. I think it was like $25 at Walmart. Bro, what? They're charging that much? That's crazy.
Now that that's off the table going forward, these games presumably are never going to get cheaper on the PlayStation Store because they're still charging full price for these older games on their store. So they're looking to even make more money off of going digital only when getting physical down the line has been cheaper. Now they fully got it by the titties here. They fully control it directly. So they never have to bring the price down because there's only digital options to choose from now. You can't get a physical edition now for these upcoming games. Thus, the price doesn't ever have to go down if Sony doesn't want it to, and it looks like they really don't want it to.
Yeah, of course they don't. Why would they?
For some of these older titles to this day. Now let's take a peek at the bright future of digital only with Sony's immaculate track record of having stores that they shut down and take away the shit that you spend your money on. This is their announcement about shutting down the PS3 and Vita store. After nearly 2 decades of supporting the PS3 console generation, we wanted to let you know we'll be closing the PlayStation Store on PS3 as well as Vita. PlayStation Store on PS3 will close in select markets starting this year, followed by global pressures for PS3 and Vita next year. That means new content purchases will no longer be possible once the PlayStation Store closes on these devices. To ease the transition, players will still be able to download previously purchased content after the closing date for the foreseeable future. As the PlayStation Store continues to evolve to support modern commerce systems, including updated payment processing standards, PS3 and Vita are no longer able to support these updates at the level required. As a result, we will need to close PlayStation Store on these devices in the time frames as followed. They then list out the time frame where eventually life support will be pulled on July 2027. That's doomsday. We know
Next
this news
year,
may be
baby.
disappointing to PS3 and Vita players who hold a special place in their hearts for this generation of gaming. They represent an important era in PlayStation history. It wasn't an easy decision. As they continue to expand the PlayStation experience on newer devices most of our users are playing on today, we need to focus more resources on delivering the best gaming experience on these platforms as we look towards the future. To our amazing players, we want to give our heartfelt thanks for your ongoing passion and support, which they love to keep wiping their ass with, by the way. Thanks for all the passion.
Yeah, our
and support,
passion.
Sony
Thanks.
We're gonna keep taking away your games, by the way, and no physical media, by the way.
Buying our bullshit.
Big thumbs up. Come give us a fist bump, which has helped inspire us to shape PlayStation into what it is today. What? A pile of dog shit?
Yeah.
It's insulting. We're excited for the future ahead as we continue to push the boundaries of play. We look forward to having you on this journey with us as we explore new game worlds and new adventures that have yet to come. What a heartfelt message to the community and to gamers worldwide. Hey,
new adventures.
You should shop with us digitally. And yes, we might just shut it all down at some point, so everything you spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on will vanish, and you have no recourse. That's just something you're going to have to live with. Why aren't you getting your wallet out? Why are you guys not shopping on PlayStation Store right now? This is exciting. This is coming from a place of passion. We're pushing boundaries here for
come on, man.
A generational
Get your wallet
experience
out.
for our community. We're doing everything. We're bending
Swipe
over
that card, baby.
You bitches. You're so selfish. What? You want to own your games? Are you crazy? You want to own your games? No. You think you want to own your games? You don't want to own anything. You want us to control it. You want us to take it away at some point. You want it digitally. Please. Come on.
Please.
It's stupid, man. It's so stupid. They're so out of touch, it's painful. Naturally, everyone's pointing to this.
Oh, this video. Do y'all remember whenever Xbox was like trying to do, y'all can't share y'all's physical discs with each other? Like they were gonna lock it per console. It was very similar to back then, and I believe Sony literally made this video the day before they announced the PlayStation 5 at E3. They were like, this is how you share your games, guys. Here you go. And he hands him a literal physical disc in a box. This won't be possible anymore. It literally won't.
With the PS4 where they showcased, here's how you share your games on PS4, and then they hand each other the physical copy and say thanks. This was a massive dunk at the time, pushing back against a lot of shit we were seeing the industry starting to do at that point already with how they were handling like sharing games and such. And this was Sony lat spreading here and making disc-based games a large part of the PS4's identity, which became a big selling point at the time that really propelled it above the competitors.
It was the PS5,
and
Charlie,
they made
I
it
think,
clear
not
with
PS4.
PS4.
Oh, wait, was it the PS4?
That physical was something they valued greatly, and like the importance of being able to share a game back and forth, physically passing it to one another.
My bad.
This was a huge successful campaign that they ran about that. So a core part of PlayStation's identity, not even that long ago, was these physical discs and being able to share the physical discs like that. Look at us now. Look at how quickly shit's changed. And changed for the worse. Significantly worse. There are no benefits to this change. There is no one that should be excited about this, because why would you as a consumer even want to have the chance that what you bought disappears? You spent your money on it. You should own it. But you don't.
You should.
And they're not even they're not even being honest with you about what you're doing. You're not even buying to own, you are renting from them. They're not even calling it what it is, which is renting. You are getting admission to this product, a license to this product for however long they deem necessary, or however long their deals with the licensor, like in the case of the movies, lasts. But you as a consumer could very well end up with nothing, like they just take it away from you. That shouldn't be something you're okay with. Like, it shouldn't. If you are okay with it, you're wrong for being okay with it. I'm just going to tell you right to your face.
Yeah, I really...
Is dumb. Yeah. You should own what you are spending your money on here in this industry. And they're not even advertising it as anything other than you owning it. They're trying to mislead you with what's actually happening in this digital-only process. And it's just out of control. It is truly out of control. I can't... Like, I had a hunch that Sony was going to go this direction, especially after the GTA 6 announcement. I had a feeling, I think most people kind of had a feeling in their gut, but I didn't think it would be this quick.
Small.
This is a week later that they're
Small
just
feeling.
boldly, brazenly making this announcement that they're wiping their ass with physical media. Disc-based games, they're going to be gone soon. I thought it'd take still a couple more years before they felt confident enough to just pull the rug there. And
Literally,
say, like, all right, it's gone.
Couple of days later,
they did it
after GTA,
and it really
5,
sucks.
not 5, but 6
Anyway, that's about it. So yeah.
Wow, what a video! Holy shit. Well, I think we're fucked, guys. Also, if you made it to the end of this video and you want more videos like this one of me just covering like gaming in general and news and stuff like that, please let me know in the comments. I actually am very passionate about stuff like this. I just can't talk about it much because I'm scared about like what people will think and stuff. Let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.